Welcome to our first video in this series, everybody. Today we're going to be focusing on core and glutes, which are one of the most important areas of strength that we need for inverting. So just do your best. It's not going to be the easiest, and let's get started. So we're going to start off on our hands and knees. We're just going to warm up through the spine, so we're not using the trainer just yet. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, dropping the belly, look up. Exhale, arching the spine, really tucking the tailbone and the chin. Do 3 more of these. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, tuck the chin and the tailbone. 2 more. Suck up through the core as you exhale. 1 more. Exhale, draw the belly button back towards the spine, arching the back. And back to center. Walk your knees a little forward. Bring your hands onto your trainer. Just bring your fingertips onto the padded part of the trainer and allow your head to drop down to the ground, just opening up through the shoulders, stretching through the back body. This is almost a bit like a puppy pose. If your head can't come all the way to the ground, maybe move forward a little and bring your full head down to that little bar that's on your FeetUp trainer instead. Just a more of a gentle opener. So wherever you are, just breathe through the stretch. Take nice, long, deep inhales and exhales throughout our class. In and out of the nostrils if you can. Now slide your fingertips onto the wooden part of the trainer. Take a little hold. Send your hips up and back into a downward facing dog that's on your trainer. So you can walk your feet a little forward if you would like to. Keep your legs as straight as you possibly can. Just having a little stretch through the back of the hamstrings, warming up the hamstrings. If you need to bend your legs, of course, just bend your legs. Keeping the spine nice and long, opening up through the shoulder blades. Keep your tailbone pointing up towards the sky and drop your head nice and heavy. Hold this just for a couple more breaths. And wave your spine forward, keeping your hands on the trainer, and come on forward as if you're in a plank, but you're on your trainer. So your hands are on the wooden part, and just hold this plank. This is part of our core strength training. So tuck your tailbone. Don't allow your tailbone to be up, then you're not using your core properly. You want it to be tucked, but then you don't want to be sinking either. Then you're going to hurt your back and not be using your core again. So you want to be in a nice long line. Hold this just for a couple more breaths. Try to keep your shoulders above your wrists. Two more breaths. Send it back to downward facing dog. So you're just stretching through the hamstrings once again, keeping your arms nice and long. If it feels better, you can always place your hands onto the nice soft part of the trainer now, just to give your wrists a little bit of a break. Take 1 more deep breath. And wave forward back into our plank. Hold on to the wooden part of the trainer once again. And now this time you're going to take it a step further. So hold your plank nice and strong. Suck your belly button back towards your spine. And we're going to bring our right leg, take it off the ground, and bring it to meet your right elbow. Hold it just for a nice deep breath. Exhale, release. We're going to do it with the opposite leg. Taking your left leg, bringing it to your left elbow. Hold it, you've got this. Just another breath. And back, release. Take your knees down to the ground. Hands onto the soft part of the trainer and just come on down for a a child's pose. Keeping your arms up high, stretching out the shoulders. And then just release your hands, take them alongside the body. Relax, just take one more deep breath here. And then roll your spine up into a seated position. Hands back on the trainer. If you want to, give them a little shake out if they're getting a little sore. If they are, take any breathers you need to take. Send your hips back to downward facing dog. Hold your dog, a nice deep breath here. And then roll forward, back into your plank. We're going to take it one step further now. So you can always stick with the easier variations if you want and ignore the legs. We're going to take our right leg to our right arm and then twist, take it to your left arm and hold it. And then back to the right arm, step back to plank. Same with the left, bring the left leg to the left elbow, twist, take it to the right elbow, hold it. And then twist back to the left elbow, step back to plank. Wonderful. Now, from here, lift your right leg to the sky, just focusing on those glutes. Squeeze the glutes together. We're still in plank with one leg lifted. Bring it back down. Exhale. Inhale, lift up that left leg now. Squeeze your glutes, hold it just for a breath. Exhale down. Back to downward facing dog. You can always bring your hands down to the ground now, giving them a little bit of a break. Walk back. And take a normal downward facing dog. So your hands are not on the bar anymore. Just walk your leg, walk your dog. And then become still and take a couple of deep breaths here in downward facing dog. Suck your belly button back towards your spine. And then release, bring your knees down to the ground. Sit back onto your heels and give your hands a little shake out. It can become a little tough, especially when you're trying to build strength. Even just having your hands on something as hard as a bar like that. So take a moment just to stretch them out. Bring your fingertips back towards yourself. Stretching out the back of the hands. Give them another shake. Send them forward. Bring your fingertips back towards you again. And release. Give them a shake. Now come on up. We're going to take a step forward. And we're going to send our bums to face our trainer. Feet should be hip distance apart, and we're going to do some chair pose. So from here, inhale your hands to the sky, look up. Exhale, bend at the knees, send your bum back as if you're going to sit on your trainer, but you're not. You're just going to keep it hovering. And inhale your hands up to the sky, look up and hold. Squeeze your glutes together. Suck your belly button back towards your spine. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, hands back to the sky, look up. Exhale them back to your heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, come on down, sit back as if you're about to take a seat onto your trainer. Hover. 2 breaths. 1, 2. Inhale, hands to the sky. Take a little back bend, look up. Exhale, hands back to the side body. Face your trainer once again. Hands on the trainer, onto the hard part of the trainer. Just walk your legs back a little bit. And we're going to inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, draw it to your chest. Now hold it here and then inhale, lift. Draw your belly button back on the exhale. Let's do 10 of these. Exhale, inhale, lift. 1, 2, 3. Lift your leg as high as you can to get your glutes as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Draw your legs back, come to downward facing dog. Have a little stretch before we do the opposite side. Allow your head to hang heavy. Wave forward into plank. Hold your plank for a nice deep breath. Suck your belly button back, squeezing the glutes. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Walk your legs forward. Let's do that with the opposite side. Just take a breather, exhale out the mouth. Maybe take a few little twists with the stomach, with your hips, just feeling it out. Over to the other side. So, inhale, lift the right leg. Hold it as high as you possibly can to squeeze that glute. Exhale, draw your knee to your chest. Exhale, lift up through the core, sucking your belly button back. 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lift your leg higher, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Lift the leg one more time, bring it down, and back to downward facing dog. Rest your head, allow everything to be nice and long. Tailbone up towards the sky. Holding on to the wooden part of your trainer, let's roll forward back to plank. Hold your plank, a couple of breaths. Bring your knees down to the ground nice and slow. And release your hands, give your hands a little shake. And another little stretch. Draw your fingertips back towards your body. Palms facing away from you. And again, let's do that on the other side. And let's take a little breather. Just make sure you've got enough space. Lie your head down on the ground. Extend your arms out long for a child's pose. I keep calling it puppy pose. Sorry, guys. Enjoy your child's pose here. Just a couple of deep breaths. inhale, come on up. So you can rewind that and just repeat that exercise again. Otherwise, we're actually going to take it a step further and we're going to invert and do some core while we're inverted. If you don't feel comfortable doing that just yet, then please do just rewind and keep building strength until you're ready to try this. So come on forward, bring your knees close to your trainer. We're going to bring our heads down into the trainer. And as I said in the safety in the introduction, don't look around. If you need to, watch me first. Pause the video and come back and just listen to my instructions and follow along. Keeping your neck nice and still, looking straight ahead, not down and not behind you. Looking straight ahead, hands on the wooden part of the trainer. Walk your feet really close to the trainer, as close as you possibly can get them, even if it means bending your legs. From here, you're going to start to, you can use your arms to kind of feel a little push, but you're going to come up onto your tippy toes and feel your bum come behind your head so that your feet come up off of the mat. If that's not possible, lift one foot and jump up, lifting the other foot, keeping your knees bent to start with, until you feel you've got a little bit of balance here. When you feel a bit of balance, maybe, just maybe, you can straighten your legs. If that's not possible, keep them bent in towards your chest. You can always keep them bent, so this is fine. So we're going to do some core work on our trainer. We're going to bring our knees, twisting our body, down towards our right elbow. Inhale, lift your legs, but not straightening the legs, keeping them bent. Lifting them, but keeping your feet close to your bum. Exhale, bend towards the left side and bring your knees to touch your left elbow. Inhaling, knees to the sky. Keep doing this. We're going to do 5 either side. Exhaling, knees to right. Inhale, knees to the sky. Exhale, knees to left. That's 1. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. That's 3. We've got 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, left. Inhale, knees up. Straighten your legs if it's possible and very slowly bring them down back to the mat, down to the ground. Stretch out through the hamstrings. Now bring your knees to the floor. Release your neck from the trainer. And let's do a few little waves with our spine. So exhale, arching the back, pulling your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, look up to the sky, lift your chest. Exhale, arching. Inhale, lift. Exhale, arch. Inhale, lift. Take a nice comfortable seat, everybody. That's it today. So just keep practicing that for your core and your glutes. Now we're going to take a comfortable seat and just wind down, stretching out some bits of the body. So now sit up nice and tall through the spine. Close your eyes if you'd like to. And we're just going to roll our heads nice and slowly from shoulder to shoulder in a half circle, taking our chin down to our chest, just relaxing, stretching out those neck muscles. Inhale as your head comes up. Exhale as your head comes down towards the chest. Take a few more. Go over towards the left shoulder. Allow your neck to hang heavy, ear to shoulder. Extend through the right fingertips, bring them down to the ground just for an extra bit of resistance. You can always take this left hand and place it on top of the head if that feels good, if you want some extra resistance here. Extend long through that right arm. Take a couple of deep breaths. On the exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. On the inhale, balloon your belly button. Exhale, draw it back. And release. Roll the head over towards the right shoulder. Allow the ear to drop down. You can stay here or extend through the left hand, taking your left fingertips down to the mat, keeping the arm nice and long. A little extra resistance. If you want to, you can take this right hand to the top of the head. Just place it on there nice and gently. Couple of deep breaths here. Enjoy this moment. On the inhale, allow your belly button to release, filling the belly with air. On the exhale, draw your belly button back towards the spine. One more deep breath. And release the head. Releasing the neck, bring it back to neutral. From here, take the inner soles of your feet together, and we're just going to find a little movement, rolling forwards. If this isn't possible, you might find that your knees are lifted because you don't have open hips just yet. That's okay, they may be up here. Just sit up nice and tall and feel that little stretch on the inner thigh. If you do have the flexibility, take some nice little rolls, just opening up through the hips. Through the back body as well, through the spine, through the side body. And then release. Whichever way you were seated, put the opposite foot in front this time, or on top if you're in a cross-legged position. And from here we're going to take some side body stretches. So inhale the right hand to the sky, left hand down to the mat. Inhaling that right arm up and over the ear. Twist the chest towards the sky and look up. If you have the flexibility, you can even come down to your forearm, maybe taking this right hand behind the neck just for some extra neck support. Look up to the sky and feel that stretch down the right side body. Take a couple of deep breaths here, close your eyes and enjoy this moment. If you're struggling to breathe deeply, then come up onto the hands. You may have gone a little too deep. And release, come back to center. Take a little twist, taking this left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, look behind you, enjoying this twist. Couple of deep breaths. And release. Inhale your hands to the sky, look up. Interlace your fingertips, push them away from you, palms to the sky. And release. We're going over to the other side. If you need to, you can move your trainer a little bit out the way if it's a bit in the way. Move yourself across, taking your right fingertips down to the ground. Inhale your left arm up to the sky. You can stay up on the fingertips, just face towards the sky. Try to bring your chest nice and open, opening towards the sky. If you have the flexibility, you can bring yourself down to your forearm, only if it's possible for your body. And inhale, you can take your hand behind your head for some extra support. Take a few nice deep breaths here. One more deep breath. Inhale, push yourself back up and release that arm. Let's take a twist, taking this right hand to the left knee. Your left hand behind you, look behind you and enjoy your twist. Close your eyes. Couple of deep breaths here. And release. Bring yourself back to center. Give your body just a little wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle from side to side. And that's today's class, my friends. I'm going to leave a link to a Shavasana and also to a meditation, and feel free to finish your class with that if you would like to. I highly recommend it, just to add a little bit of a spiritual and mental wind down. So I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the mat for our next class. Enjoy your day, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave me a comment just to support the work that I'm doing. Until next time, Namaste.